Alright, so we back, unfortunately, because at the time I'm recording this, it's a little late at night, so we got the ring light set up, and it's going to be a little bit of a more chill video for today. But if you are not in the wear, it's a little bit of a war going on. We got KSI, Logan Paul, MrBeast, the worst big three I've ever heard of, against an OG YouTuber, Dantdm. For those who don't know, Dantdm was an OG Minecraft YouTuber. A lot of people grew up on him. They know his mod showcases, his little adventures with Dr. Treoris. And this all really stems from the launch of MrBeast. I was gonna say guys said that, but KSI and Logan Paul's Lunchyly Baby program, or Lunchyly Baby Lunchables, right? And essentially these are just Lunchables, but instead of taking away, or basically what they do is they take away the candy bar and they take away the Capri Sun and replace them with Prime Energy Drink and MrBeast Feasible. And in my personal opinion on the matter, I think Feasibles are ass. Like in a genuine, honest to God sake, there's a reason why Keith Lee wasn't fucking with him, if you know what I mean. But along with that, I also think Prime is kind of dog shit, in my personal opinion. Obviously, you can't replace a classic like a Capri Sun, but a lot of the controversy from this comes from Dantdm and a bunch of YouTubers chiming in. Now, Dantdm hits him with a black flash, saying, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I cannot say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better, to trust the people who are selling to them. Do better." Now, to a certain extent, I understand where Dantdm is coming from, because he is genuinely one of the true last bastions of genuine, honest individuals. People who are in the content game, not for the sake of making money, but more necessarily for inspiring the youth and making sure they have good people to look up to. So I can understand where he's coming from on a genuine perspective. Now, KSI does something what I believe to be a complete misfire. He tries to attack Dantdm for making crap for kids, and he points out his toys, right? The Tube Heroes and the U2's vinyl figure and another Tube Hero, saying, and as you can see by the community note, not only has KSI worked with them before in reference to the Tube Hero, whatever the fuck, the U2's, but the CEO of YouTube's, Austin Long, got his start by managing the Sideman and was an executive producer on their YouTube Red show. So to me, it seems like he's taking a shot at the toys, which I feel is not a completely fair comparison, because at the end of the day, these are toys, these are action figures. Like, I can grab this fucking Spider-Man that's sitting up top, like, boom, boom, boom. You think a kid is going to play with this and think, man, this is so fucking cool. In fact, I'd rather have my kid in the future play with toys and play it on a tablet or play it with any sort of like kind of device, you know, because it simulates not only your mind, but it allows you to play pretend and make up certain situations. And from what I've known of child development and research, it is probably way better for your kid to be stimulated in that kind of way, where they play pretend. That's how they learn rules. That's how they learn how systems work and how they socially interact with each other, compared to watching Cocomelon, right? So I feel like KSI is not being genuine, but he tries to attempt to swing back by doubling down and mentioning he was talking about food, JJ. He was sponsored, then promoted, made a whole video on Munchpack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids, right? And to me, I feel like this is a much better swing back. If you really want to go blick for blick, that's crazy years. But at the same time, you see this, that recommended drinking age of Prime. I'll be honest, yo, shit sucks, and people like Dantdm more than you. LMFL, they're getting jumped straight up, and I don't feel any type of sympathy. Because at the same time, you know, dropping your product with MrBeast, Logan Paul, is certainly a choice, especially because MrBeast has yet to officially clap back to the allegations pushed out by Dogpack. In fact, the most recent statement was made by MrBeast by saying, "Lunchable sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, more electrolytes. We use real cheese." This to me, this seems like a Donald Trump ass statement. statement like, Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units, and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative. Our turkey meal, for example, it's so many less calories, so many less calories than Sleepy Joe and Kamala. They have to call their cheese. They have to call their cheese a cheese product. It's not real homegrown American cheese. We're gonna make lunchtime snacks great. Oh my fucking god! But this statement fucking sucks, right? Obviously, this is a fair point. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, then I think it's giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price isn't that good? And why we launch Lunchyly? Also, as we get economies of scale, we can get things cheaper. We'll only be improving the product more and more. It's a very PR and kind of brandy statement. Even in their taste test for it, you can see they're very, very, I guess, not obviously biased. You know, if you're gonna do a taste test for your own product, you're gonna gas your own product up, and I feel like that's to be expected. In my personal opinion, right, and there's also what Logan Paul said. He brings up the lead that was in Lunchables, and to be completely honest with you, I don't care. I feel like a lot of the discourse around this is completely dumb, stupid, and idiotic. I feel like Dantdm does have a point that a lot of content creators nowadays are beginning to push more predatory practices to their audience. I feel like that is true. However, which is the Lunchyly thing, Lunchyly, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I feel like this is such like not necessarily a non-issue, but it's like a why do you care? If you're gonna be vigilant, if you're gonna be like intelligent as a parent, it falls on your responsibility to decide what your kid eats and what your kid doesn't eat. Right? Like, to me, that just seems like basic one-on-one parenting, right? So, as a parent, you should be able to decipher and pick apart, hey, maybe this might be bad for you. Hey kid, I don't think you should be drinking Prime and eating Feastables because they're not good for you in that kind of sense. And that's really what this all comes down to. This is such a non-issue for a lot of the discourse to be, man, you're scamming your audience. This, like, come on, man. Instead of being this upset about this bum ass product, which you should be upset about, you should be upset at MrBeast and where's his response at? Matter of fact, on that note, unless I am incorrect, Dexterro put out an article, and funnily enough, days after, wait, what happened? Dr. Respect remains, ooh, that is crazy. That is a video I do not want to make right now. But Dexterro had put out an article mentioning that MrBeast had some incidents occur at his damn thing. MrBeast crew member was allegedly hospitalized on September 11th. Ain't that a little bit ironic? But MrBeast crew member was allegedly hospitalized on September 11th as part of a tower at Beast Games collapse on the wall filming. According to Asterix, the incident took place at the end of filming on September 11th, 2024, when a 6x4 piece of tower fell on an unarmed person. Like, I understand he's going through a research, or not research, he's going through his own investigation. And personally, I feel like if you're MrBeast, I think he's trying to pivot himself away from it a little bit so we can come clap back when everything is kind of died down a little bit, especially because it seems as more time passed, Dogpack is kind of ruining his savior ideology. He's shooting himself in the foot. If you aren't currently aware of what happened with Dogpack, he had dropped a video talking about, I think it was a super CEO, and accusing him with domestic violence and a whole bunch of other things. And it turns out he completely missed a mark. He was wrong. And when you're on that under guy type of thing, when you're trying to fight the power, fight the man in charge type thing, you got to make sure each and every one of your bullets, you got to make sure you're hitting your shots, gang. And it appears to me that Dogpack is kind of getting caught up in the fame and in the clout of like being this hero. I need to shut down. Boom, 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 boom. Instead of like just crossing his P's, double dotting his whatever, right? He's not doing his job and is doing his due diligence. And it seems like people might just forget about MrBeast and might let it to the side. It might be something in the sense where, hey, Chris Brown, he beat on Rihanna way back then, but hey, who cares, right? And you can even see it in his reply where he's addressing MrBeast, and he's like, hey, yo, you need to address the fake videos. Listen, we don't care about the fake videos. If you tell me that there are lives on stake or at stake, and you come talking to me about, oh, MrBeast fake his content, I don't give a damn that he fakes his fucking content. Let's talk about the people that are at risk if this is a real thing that you want to mention. But that's really it. It's a little bit shorter of an upload. I only got much I want to say to this situation type thing. I feel like it is completely overblown. It's so unnecessary. The anger is misguided. But yeah, I hope y'all doing all right. We gonna try to be more active, more uploadly. But that's about it. I'm gonna peep you on the next one. Change, chomp, boom, bam, yum, fire.